Ifeanyi Ubah's demise. Ubah's death, Senate leader Bamidele describes him as a passionate legislator. 66 killed as Israel's war on Gaza lasts. Here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround, maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening and glad to have you join us on the news tonight. My name is Maureen Stone Enujoke. The Managing Director, Operation Clean and Healthy Anambra Ocha Brigade, Comrade Celestine Anere, says Anambra State Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo is a model and mentor for the younger generation, describing him as a rare gem and an achiever. In a congratulatory birthday message, the Governor Soludo, who clocks 64 today, the Ocha Brigade boss says the governor is worthy of celebration, having excelled both in private and public sectors, rubbing off his public influence on all sectors of governance. According to Comrade Anere, it is fitting to celebrate his exemplary leadership and the remarkable strides he has made in the state since assuming office, saying he has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to transforming Anambra into a global mega city, addressing long-standing challenges while implementing forward-thinking policies that have profoundly impacted the lives of Anambra. He sufficed to say that Governor Soludo's administration has been marked by numerous illustrious accomplishments across various sectors such as infrastructure development, transport, education, health, environment, among others. He also said that Governor Soludo's commitment to overhauling the transport sector has not only improved connectivity and efficiency, but has also enhanced the overall quality of life for Anambra, as the strategic initiatives and visionary projects have positioned Anambra as a model for urban and rural development in Nigeria and beyond. He concluded by adding that Governor Soludo's landmark performance in office sets him apart as the best in this dispensation, as his visionary leadership, coupled with a profound sense of accountability and dedication to public service, has brought about transformative changes that resonate with the aspirations of Anambra, saying that as the state celebrates his birthday, they acknowledge and commend his tireless efforts to build a greater Anambra as he continues to break grounds on all fronts. And it's a happy birthday to our amiable governor. Moving forward, the governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, CFR, has expressed his profound shock and grief over the sudden demise of Senator Ifeanyi Ubah, a vibrant businessman and politician, yesterday in London at the age of 52. In a release endorsed by his press secretary, Christian Aburime, Governor Soludo lamented that the untimely death of Senator Ubah, senator representing Anambra South Senatorial Zone, came as a sorely regrettable loss to Anambra South and Anambra State as a whole at this difficult time that Igbo and Nigeria just lost another patriot in Chief Emmanuel Iwanyao. The release adds that the governor described Senator Ifeanyi Ubah as a prominent son of Anambra State and an outstanding Nigerian whose impact on the polity and business sphere was quite significant. As the representative of Anambra South Senatorial District at the National Assembly and the CEO of Capitol All, his contributions to the development of Anambra State and Nigeria were also quite commendable. According to the release, Senator Ubah was a magnanimous philanthropist whose generosity touched countless lives as an employer of labor and a businessman of remarkable vision and acumen. The governor further remarked that despite the political differences and contestations, Senator Ubah remained a dear younger brother and friend to him, as his selfless passion for the progress of Anambra State would be most missed. Governor Soludo conveys his deepest condolences to Senator Ubah's family, friends, and associates during this difficult time. He prays that the soul of the deceased rests in perfect peace as the family finds strength in his memorable legacies. The death of Senator Patrick Ifeanyi Ubah has been described by the Speaker of the Anambra State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Somtochukwu Udeze, as a big loss to the legislative institution in Nigeria. In his condolence message, Right Honorable Udeze noted that Senator Ubah's death has created a great vacuum in the political space in the country. The Speaker, who described the late Senator Ubah as a consummate and selfless politician, business mogul, sports developer and promoter, philanthropist and devout Christian, extolled his contributions to the development of his community in Nnewi, Anambra State and beyond. He maintained that the late Senator Ubah was a vocal voice in the Senate, eulogizing him for using legislative instruments to uplift the living conditions of his constituents, especially through various employment and empowerment opportunities. Right Honorable Udeze, who was deeply pained by the death of the distinguished parliamentarian, Senator Ubah stressed that his death was a true definition of untimely death. The Speaker, while consoling the immediate family, the Nnewi, the Anambra South Senatorial Zone, Anambra State, and indeed Nigeria, on the irreparable loss, prayed God to grant the soul of the distinguished Senator Patrick Ifeanyi Ubah capital all eternal rest. May his soul rest in peace. Amen. The Naval Outpost Onitsha has donated educational materials and stationery to Central Primary School Odekbe in Owaru local government area of Anambra State. The commanding officer, Navy Captain Musa Danjuma Jama, who made the donation yesterday, said the gesture was part of the non-kinetic activities of Operation Delta Sanity to foster civil-military relations with the host communities and civil populace. Correspondent Emmanuel Chibata now reports.
Navy Captain Jaruma was received at Central Primary School Odekbe by the head teacher and other teachers. He disclosed that Operation Delta Sanity was the renewed efforts of the Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala, to ensure security, particularly in the maritime sector, and eliminate various crimes. Navy Captain Jaruma stated that the civil-military cooperation exercise, which involves educational and medical outreaches as well as community services among other activities, is used to promote a non-kinetic approach to security. He emphasized that under the current leadership of the Vice Admiral Ogala, such community services would be constant, sustained, and extended to other communities. The commanding officer mentioned that the educational materials would serve as a form of relief to parents and assist pupils in their studies, urging them to take their academics seriously and make judicious use of the materials. He noted that the best way to combat crimes in the maritime sector is to address them at the grassroots level, which is why the initiative began with the pupils.
It's envisaged that the school authorities will judiciously use these materials and will ensure that every child benefits from this kind gesture. And like I said, we intend also to sustain this particular gesture to other communities.
In her remarks, the head teacher of Central Primary School Odekbe, Mrs. Letitia Ibe, thanked the Nigerian Navy for the gesture, adding that the initiative would enhance education in the community.
I don't know how to thank you people and how to thank God. We are very grateful.
The Transition Committee Chairman of Owaru Council Area, Chief Franklin Nwadialo, represented by Mr. Udo Kachukura, and Ward 4 Councillor of Iyowa and Odekbe Ward, Mr. Nnamdi Exmai, expressed their gratitude for the unprecedented gesture, thanking the Navy for their intervention.
This is first of its kind. The Navy, extending their kind gesture to the host community here, especially Odekbe, which is their immediate host community.
A pupil of the school, on behalf of others, Ms. Chimamanda Ajene, appreciated the Nigerian Navy for their support and prayed for more blessings for them. Highlights of the program included the official handover of the educational materials to the school and prayers for the Navy by the pupils. Emmanuel Shibata for ABS News.
In line with Governor Chukwuma Soludo's agenda to protect life and property of the citizenry, stakeholders and traders at the electrical dealers market of Busi are set to pull down a 3-story tower that poses a threat to lives of the traders at the market. Correspondent Ifunanya Wanko has the details.
The security tower, according to the chairman of the market, Mr. John Bosco Onunkwo, has been in existence for more than 19 years and was built by the former chairman of the market, Chief Innocent Oke Mojeku, but has become compromised structurally and may collapse anytime soon. The disclosure was made by Mr. Onunkwo during a prayer session by the traders in the market. Speaking to the ABS, Mr. Onunkwo alleged that one Mr. Chekube Nwankwo blocked the entrance of the tower, road and drainage channel around the security tower with equipment and wares, pointing out that the union had written to him severally to remove the wares, but all fell on deaf ears. The union had, following the directive of Anambra State Fiscal Planning Board, asked Mr. Nwankwo to remove the wares to enable them bring down the tower, calling on the state government to come to their aid as they are ready to remove the tower to prevent the disaster it may bring in the future.
Ayabogondi Gabia bring this thing down. How else no harm and fair area? No get remove these things, remove all these things here. So that after access where banye.
On his part, the former chairman of the market, Chief Mojeku, who intimated that 3 towers were built during his regime for security purposes, noted that they have appealed to Mr. Nwankwo to remove the hardwares and equipment to pave way for the removal of the tower. Chief Mojeku alleged that Mr. Nwankwo was the one who took the case to the State Planning Board, yet failed to comply with the removal notice from relevant government agencies.
It covers the main road, here, cover gota. But still, when boy for her, boje kebuto we go there okay. Made the needful.
A member, Board of Trustees, Electrical Dealers Association, Sir Anthony Adibe, expressed dismay at Mr. Nwankwo's stance, pointing out that the material obstructs the road through which the bulldozer can come in. Sir Adibe noted that the hardware equipment might damage if any attempt is made to remove the tower without removing the equipment first. Responding, the accused, Mr. Nwankwo, who was a former prayer group leader in Electrical Dealers Market, stated that he has been reporting about the condition of the tower to the past 3
him maximum support for the task ahead. Stay with us. We'll be back after this break.
In a world hungry for goodness, with a splash of golden Terra oil, a mom can transform a frown into a smile. Make a lunch hour a happy hour. Change no thanks.
Passionate about the development of his constituents, both old and young. Senator Bamidele noted that, citing Uba's commitment to the development of his constituents, Anambra and Southeast, the geopolitical zone, has lost an illustrious and determined son. He said that the late senator stood to be counted at a time when the Southeast was ravished by insecurity in the state, pointing how he mobilized vigilante groups against the agents of insecurity in his senatorial district and beyond. At the Senate, Bamidele attested to the quality of Senator Uba's contributions to nation building at this challenging time and how he had joined hands with his colleagues, regardless of their ethnic, political, and religious leanings, to build an efficient and functional federation. While commiserating with the people and government of Anambra State at large, Bamidele said Senator Uba would be dearly missed by his colleagues, given his willingness to support progressive cause and pro-people legislative interventions. At least 66 killed across Gaza in past 24 hours. Gaza's health ministry has confirmed 66 dead and 241 injured across Gaza in the past 24 hours. The latest death toll seems to include 36 people killed and 120 injured in a school used as a field hospital and a shelter in Deir al-Balah, central Gaza. Israel's military has bombed villages and towns in south and east Lebanon after accusing Hezbollah of firing a rocket that killed 12 young people. From the Druze community in the town of Majal, Golan Heights, the Lebanese group denied any responsibility for the rocket attack. In our sports, gold medalist Australia's Emma McKeon, Australia's Meg Harris, Australia's Shaina Jack, and Australia's Molly O'Callaghan celebrates after competing in the finals of the women's 4x100 meters freestyle relay swimming event at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games at the Paris La Défense Arena in Natre, west of Paris. Australia swam the second fastest time in history yesterday to clinch the women's 4x100 meters freestyle gold medal ahead of the United States at the Olympics. Their team of Molly O'Callaghan, Shaina Jack, Emma McKeon, and Meg Harris proved too hot to handle, touching in 3 minutes 28.92 seconds ahead of the Americans and China. Harris brought them home with a sizzling 51.94 after O'Callaghan led off to give them an immediate advantage. It was the fourth successive Olympic gold as Australia have won in the event, with the time second only to their own world record of 327.96 set last year. They have held the world record since 2014, lowering it 4 times since then. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any parts of the world by liking our Facebook page, follow us at Anambra Broadcasting Service, subscribe to our YouTube at ABS Television Oka, on X at ABS Radio TV, and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now a recap of the main points. The Anambra have celebrated Governor Soludo as he clocks 64. Governor Soludo has mourned Ifeanyi Ubah's demise. Ubah's death